Yo, what's up guys? It's Malcolm and I'm back with another video. I haven't posted on this channel in a while, but I'm going to be coming with you guys with the banger. I think so, right? So it's going to basically be a video on how we collected over $70,000 from one single client in 90 days, right? So that's approximately around $23,000 a month from one single client. And most importantly, I'm going to be showing you the step-by-step process on how you can do the same with something called the growth operator business model, which a lot of you may know now, right? We've actually been doing this business for the last year. We've got some phenomenal results with it. So I'm going to be documenting more on this channel about how you can actually successfully scale your growth operator business, right? Because we've actually done it. All right. And it's going to be a really special video. You're going to learn how you can do the same exact thing without having to post content, send a bunch of cold DMs, or even start your own business, right? You're literally just going to be partnering with a creator, and I'm going to show you how you can actually help them make a bag, right? And just to show you that this actually works and you don't even have to be like some type of crazy genius, we've actually helped a bunch of beginners in this business model do this. Like John, he actually scaled to $20,000 in his first month with this business model. Mohise is now at $26,000 per month. Nate did $10,000 in his first 18 days. Zach did $12K in the first month. And other than that, I mean, you're also going to learn the exact strategies that we've personally used to grow offers up to $80,000 in the very first month, right? This exact strategy, right? We've personally used for our personal companies to grow them to $80,000 in the first month. So this is going to be super valuable, especially if you're an agency owner, consultant, or a newly growth operator and you're tired of dealing with low-paying clients, sending a bunch of cold DMs to not get much results, right? And you're ready to escape the rat race of dying SMM agencies, and you want to learn how you can actually land high-value online creators that'll pay you at least $10,000 per month at the bare minimum, right? Additionally, you're going to learn how you can actually deliver insane results for your clients so you can make them stay with you forever, right? So this process is going to allow you quite literally to make more money while working with less clients. And by watching this video all the way through, you're going to learn how we've been able to consistently do this for a year, right? So probably wondering right now, who am I? Well, pretty much very similar to you, right? Like just like you, I was running an agency, it was very commoditized, and clients got tired of my service, okay? So after 1 year of discovering and testing this business model that I'm about to share with you, we've been able to scale 4 businesses past that $1 million run rate within only 45 days. We've been able to generate over $5 million in client sales. We've been able to scale our very own growth partner agency past $60,000 per month. We've been able to help dozens of agency owners scale well past $20,000 per month. And we've booked over 10,000 sales appointments for our portfolio clients, right? And through doing this, I've actually quite literally changed my life, right? You can see me right here in like, I think Mexico, smoking a stogie, right? Pretty cool. I've now been able to leave my parents' like crib, and now I live on a nice condo on like the lake. I have a lake right behind me. Through this business model, simply through helping creators, right? And I'm going to show you how you can do exactly that. So just follow this video all the way through. If you're an agency owner, consultant, or a growth operator and you want to grow your business by not watching this video, you're pretty much saying that you're irresponsible. It's pretty much what you're saying, okay? So let's just dive right into it, okay? So before we even go any in deeper, right? You're probably wondering, well, what is it exactly that we do? Okay, for you guys that don't know, to put it in very simple terms, what we pretty much do is partner with online creators and help them monetize their audience through high-ticket sales processes. Meaning, we'll charge them an upfront fee and anywhere from 20 to 50% on the back end of their revenue. Meaning, we'll find a creator, we'll build them a product that they can, get in the hands of their audience, and we'll take a percentage on the back end, and we charge them upfront. And that's what you're going to do. Especially that's basically what the growth operator business model is. That's basically what you're going to do. Okay. That's the most simplest terms to do this, right? And through doing this, you're going to be able to pretty much capitalize on the $200 billion value creator market, right? There's a bunch of online creators that you can do this with. So over $200 billion, it's worth over $200 billion, this industry alone. And you're going to be able to make well over $20,000 per month while max working with 2 clients. So that's the goal with this video, is to show you how you can make well over $20,000 per month while only working with 2 clients max, right? So if you're tired of charging low ticket retainers, this is going to be really good for you, okay? So this is our step-by-step process, right? It's pretty simple as to how we do this, right? The first step is finding a high-value creator. Now, when it comes to creators, there's 2 types of creators. You have a good creator and you have a bad creator. obviously we want to target the good creators. So if we want to target the good creators, we need to know what creators to avoid, right? And that's why we have this part right here, the bad creators. So a bad creator is a creator with no following. They have no demand from their audience. They have zero product audience fit. They're lacking an offer that people actually want, and they're lacking any actual case studies, right? That is a bad creator. We don't want to work with those creators because they aren't going to make us any money. The only time it makes sense to work with a creator like this is if you're going to charge them upfront to just do consulting, okay? Then we have the good creators. If you follow the framework that I'm going to show you in this video, if you partner with a good creator, you are guaranteed to make money. Like, it's literally guaranteed. There's no way that you don't make money through following everything in this framework if you get a good creator, right? So a good creator is somebody that has a following of 10 to 50,000 followers. They haven't made much money from their audience yet. This is the key. Ideally below $15,000 per month. Like, this is the key. The reason that this is the key is because this creator has a big audience, right? They haven't made much money yet. It's only one reason that they haven't made much money. It's just because they literally don't understand sales or marketing. That's really it. Your job as an expert is to understand sales and marketing. Like, that's your job, right? Meaning you have an opportunity to step in and capitalize on the demand that they already have. Like, they already have a bunch of demand, but you have the expertise to actually extract that demand that they have and make money, and they don't know how to do it, which is why they need you. Meaning you can quite literally charge them 50% because they haven't made much money yet, and you are guaranteed to make money if they're a good creator, right? If they have an audience that has product audience fit, they have an audience that has demand, right? They want demand for the product, and they haven't made much money, you can strike 50% with this type of creator, right? But here's the caveat. The creator has to have a product that people want, and they have to have case studies, right? This is what you consider a good creator. 10 to 50,000 followers. They haven't made much money from their audience yet. They have a product that people want, but they don't have a lot of case studies. If you strike on this, you have a gold mine, okay? The next step, though, is landing these creators, right? And this is the most difficult part that I see a lot of growth operators or agency owners or consultants, whatever you want to call it, have, right? They don't know how to land these creators, and they're doing what everybody else is doing. So I'm going to show you an unconventional method that you can use that's going to get you better results. All right. So the first step, obviously, is prospect. So you need to find the social medias of high value creators. And you can do that simply by going on social media and typing in keywords like coach or very niche specific terms like e-com, dating, marriage, therapy, etc. Okay. The next step is to craft a banger offer that is going to get a high response. So for an example, this is an example of a banger offer that's going to get high response. And what I mean by a banger offer to get high response, this is the message that you're going to be sending to people, right? So here's an example of that. I can double the amount of calls you book or the amount of deals you close on autopilot in 20 days. And then if you have prior experience or you have a case study, you want to add that inside of there. Because what I would do personally, I would add under that message, I would put PS. We recently just did this for a client that generated over X amount of money in X amount of time. Right? So you want to have a banger offer, an offer that stands out. We can get you deals on autopilot. We can replace your sales team. We can, whatever is a banger offer that your competitors aren't doing, you want to craft something like that that's going to get you very high response. And then the next part is outreaching. So everybody is doing outreach on Instagram. Even for my clients, I personally see 10 to 15 of you guys a day messaging my clients, and they will quite literally never reply. Why won't they ever reply? I mean, obviously they're working with me, but outside of that, there's too many of you guys DMing them. Like, this is just going to be for any creator. So you need to go with an unconventional method. The unconventional method that I like to use is email, Discord, and school communities, right? The reason that is because not all of your competitors are going there. Most growth operators are going to be too lazy to set up email campaigns, right? Discord, just something nobody has thought of. This is actually how I signed my first client. You can go on a Discord server, and you can easily sign a client through that way, or a school community. Everybody's going to Instagram. Go where people aren't going, right? And the very next step after that is pitching them an offer, sending them a Calendly link, and booking a call, right? Now you have a sales call with a high value creator. Ideally, it's a good creator, so you can actually make money, all right? Now, the next step after this is closing a creator deal. So this is how we close creator deals, and this is how you're going to want to close creator deals, right? Specifically, I'm going to make this part specifically for a beginner, right? So the first thing that you need to, identify before hopping on a sales call is identifying your offer and your pricing structure. So before you even hop on the sales call, you need to know what your offer is, and you need to know what your pricing structure is, all right? Ideally, as a beginner growth operator, you want to keep it very simple, right? You want to basically say that you can generate and ideate and script their content, 30 pieces per month. You can install an appointment setter for their business that'll book sales calls for them. You want to say that you can also manage their back-end systems, meaning their CRM. You can optimize their sales process, meaning you can help them create a better offer, a better sales script, and you can write their ads, and you can make a pre-call process for them. This is what you call a sales process. And ideally, as a beginner, even with this service, you can charge anywhere from up to $5,500 a month as an upfront fee and 10 to 20% of the revenue share, right, on the back end. And if it's a good creator, like I mentioned, you can get 50%, okay? But this is what you can charge for the service, right? This may intimidate you, right, as a beginner, but it ultimately comes down to have confidence in your service, right? You need to have confidence in your ability to deliver this service. So when you hop on the sales call, you're actually confident. The creator trusts you to give you money, right? That's what it all comes down to, having confidence in your process. So you can't let this intimidate you. And realistically, this isn't a bunch of money, like $5,500 up front, 10 to 20% isn't like the biggest sum of money. It's going to be life-changing money to you for sure if you're a beginner growth operator, but this should not intimidate you, right? You need to have confidence in your process. So with that being said, it's a few things that you're going to need. You're going to need a pre-call process before the sales call, meaning like a VSL. You're going to need a sales script for the sales call. You're going to need a pitch deck, and you're going to need confidence, right? The pitch deck and the sales script obviously will have your offer. The confidence is going to be how you close the deal. The pre-call process is how to, so you can have your prospects warmed up before your actual sales call, okay? Now let me give you a shameless plug. I don't do this too often, but let me give you a shameless plug, all right? So we recently closed down our mentorship, but we just opened it back up. And we allow anybody, all of our students that we ever work with, we're going to allow you to basically leverage our exact copy and paste sales script and pitch deck so you can close deals with creators, right? And we're going to drill you on the sales call so you can have confidence when you're on the actual call, right? So we're going to give you everything you need so you can have confidence in your expertise and confidence in your ability to like handle the sales call. And we'll even give you a pitch deck with our own case studies up there that you'll be able to leverage and the sales script that we use to close these type of deals. That's a crazy offer, right? So I just wanted to plug that in there for you guys. So if that interests you, look in the description below. So yeah, but let's just move forward. So the next step is actually setting up the client, right? Onboarding the client so we can get ready to launch the offer. So the very first thing that we want to do once we close the client, we want to collect information on them. Meaning when they come through and they close, we need to take them through an onboarding process where we collect information around their offer, their audience, their access keys, meaning their Instagram and stuff like that. And then we want to build out a database for them. And the reason we want to build out a database is because this is where we're going to store all that information. So whenever we're onboarding somebody on the team, whether it's a sales rep, a video editor, whatever the case may be, they can know everything about that client's business, okay? Next after that, we want to do something called market research, right? So there's a way that people do it that don't win, and there's a way that people do it that do win, right? You want to do it the way that you want to do it to win, the way that people do it that win, right? Most people, what they do, they conduct market research by funnel hacking other people, assuming what the market wants, and then launching an offer on their own bias, right? You don't want to do that. You want to actually do market research. You don't want to launch an offer on what you think the market wants because you're not the market, right? You don't dictate what the market wants. You don't have the same problems, desires, and roadblocks as them. You want to find that out from the market directly. So how are you going to do that? It's two ways. Either you can get the creator to schedule consulting calls so you can find all the information on the audience, or you can go to the creator's niche and go on Reddit forums, Facebook groups, etc., and find out what the market's problems are, their solutions are, and the roadblocks, because the way that you're going to actually sell people an offer is you're going to bridge that gap between their desires and their problems. You're going to bridge that gap that bring it together, right? So, and the only way that people will buy, by the way, is if they realize they have a problem and they realize that you guys have the solution. So you need to position your product to, be the gap there, okay? And then additionally, you launch, like successful people that do this, they launch an offer based on direct market feedback, not on their own bias. And that's how you're successfully going to launch your creator's offer so you can make money, okay? So you want to do market research that way. The very next step is obviously crafting the offer for your creator. So there's a few things you want to identify when crafting an offer for your creator, and what you're going to find out through your market research. You want to figure out what your unique selling proposition is, aka your USP, right? This means what separates your product from your competitor's product, right? The next thing that you need to have in your offer is the direct outcome from your audience when they purchase. An example of this is lose 10 pounds of fat in 10 days. That's a direct outcome of the purchase, okay? You need to have that inside of your offer. The next part is the fulfillment system. That's going to be what's going to actually get them the best results. You want to find this out through your market research as well. What are people doing to get results with this? Do they like courses? Do they like programs? Like, you need to figure that out. The next step is going to be the pricing system and the promise, right? Meaning what you're going to price it at and what your promise is going to be, right? So this is an example of how an offer should look. You have dream outcome, you have the time, you have without the thing they hate, you have the USP, your unique selling proposition, and you have your pricing, your guarantee. So here's an example. We'll help you lose 30 pounds of fat in 90 days while only spending 2 hours per week at the gym through our blood type health protocol, or you don't pay, right? The price for this is $19.97. This is what you call an offer, right? You have the dream outcome, like the direct outcome of fulfillment, right? We'll help you lose 30 pounds of fat in 90 days. Cool. You have without the thing they hate, while only spending 2 hours per week at the gym. They hate going to the gym, so we say while only spending 2 hours at the gym. The unique selling proposition, through something called the blood type health protocol. That's something that they've never heard before. It sounds unique. It's very simple and easy to understand. Blood type health protocol, right? And the promise and guarantee, or you don't pay. The price is $19.97. And then obviously you're going to build the fulfillment system around that, whether it's a course, one-on-one coaching, etc. for your creator. The next step is building the funnel. So in very simple terms, the only thing a funnel is the means of getting people who would be interested in the offer, right, to actually buy the offer. You're just connecting them. It's a place where people can connect from seeing the offer to buying it. Very simple, right? And this could be getting people through, to see the offer via Instagram DMs, or getting people to see the offer through a school community or on a landing page. You're going to figure that out based on the creator's audience and your market research. So through doing your market research and understanding your creator's audience, you're going to build the funnel around that. Like, if I had a creator who is 60 years old and they're selling products to 50-year-olds, well, I'm probably going to make my funnel a webinar funnel. The reason for that is because older people are used to watching info commercials. They're used to watching long-form TV ads, right? They're used to that stuff, right? If I'm selling to Gen Z and I'm selling somebody that's 18, I'm probably going to run a short-form funnel where people can just DM me. The reason being is because they're used to that shorter attention span of getting, they're used to shorter gratification, quick dopamine, they have lower attention spans, etc. So you're going to figure that out through doing your research. Every creator may be different, okay? So you need to figure that out yourself and you're going to build it. It's going to be very simple to build, just like any other funnel. It's very simple to build once you build it, okay? Right after that, we want to launch the offer. So when we launch the offer, obviously you want to launch the offer on whatever platform they have the bulk of their audience at. If they have the bulk of their audience on Instagram, you're going to launch it there. If they have the bulk of their audience on YouTube, you're going to launch it there, right? And you're going to launch it through something called the organic launch sequence. And this is what we do with our portfolio companies, right? So all this is a 4-day sequence of launching an offer and validating it organically. And the whole goal of this is to acquire leads before the initial launch, and then we launch it, okay? So this is how we're going to do it. You're going to script out a video for your creator. And in the video, your creator is basically going to announce that they have a big project on the way. And then they're going to be like, so we've been working on a big project for the last 6 months. We're super excited to share it with you. It's going to be on this. Comment this word for early access. Any person that comments is a new lead that you've acquired, and you can now send them a sales page that has the product up there, the offer, and you can acquire leads and book calls or close deals or get people to buy a product before the launch even happens, right? And you're going to do this for day 3, for 3 days, right? Day 1, you're going to announce it. Day 2, you're going to announce it again. Day 3, you're going to announce it again. Comment this word for early access. And day 4, you're going to do something called the power offer. And the whole focus or focal point of the power offer is to get immediate sales, okay? So it's going to be a straightforward offer, almost like an ad. It's going to be like this. If you're X person and you're dealing with this, I'm looking to help 5 people solve X problem with this program that I just released. We're going to go through this, we're going to go through this. If you're interested, DM me this word and I'll get you on a call to learn about this opportunity. Very straightforward. That's what a power offer is, right? So for 3 days, you want to hype it up. last day you want to launch a power offer. And that's how you're going to launch the offer for your creator. That's how you're going to get leads to the door, and that's how you're going to get initial sales, okay? Now, the last part is something called the post-organic launch, right? This is after you launch the offer for your creator, okay? So, and this is where the fun starts, right? So after you launch the offer for your creator, you're then basically going to be like basically collecting data, right? This is going to be a big data collection pool for you to collect data to figure out what is best for you to do, right? The reason being is because you're now acquiring leads, right? You can see your lead quality. You can see why people are no-showing. You can see why people aren't purchasing the product. You're able to analyze. And after you analyze, you're able to tweak systems, and then you're going to be able to validate, right? And by validate, you now have a final, you have a good conclusion now, right? You validate the sales process, right? Meaning you're validating how to actually get leads to the door and how to get them to purchase, right? That's after the initial launch. You analyze the process and you validate your sales process, okay? So you validate the sales process. You're going to validate the back-end systems for your creator. The client fulfillment, client success, or even like the CRM management or automations, anything that deals with back-end shit, okay? You're going to validate that back-end process. You're then, after you validated the sales process and you validated the back-end, this is where the fun happens. You're now able to craft winning ad setups, okay? And this is what you're going to also use to your advantage. Since you created a power offer is very similar to an ad. So if your power offer got good results, when it comes to making ads, you're just going to make 3 other videos that are very similar to that, right? And you're also going to tailor your ads specifically to your sales process. Because at this point, you're actually getting people to purchase the product. So you're now able to see why people purchased the product, why they didn't purchase the product. And you're going to actually make an ad creative around that, right? You're going to make a few ads, like 3 to 5 ads around your sales process, right? Once you do that, you're able to make a target of how much you want to spend a day, how much you want your leads to cost, how many deals you want to close. And you're going to consistently run ads until you hit your targets, right? And then you're going to scale. And once you're scaling, you're selling. You're making money once you're scaling, right? As, a partner of the creator, the only thing that you're going to have to do at this point is, maybe hire a few more team members, maybe add in a few things to the product to make it better. And ideally at this point, you already want to be at 50% revenue share, right? If you're a direct partner, you're scaling the business, you're making a lot of money in the process. And this is literally going to be the step-by-step play, especially if you get a good creator, to guarantee that you make money, right? You can make a lot of money through this process. If your creator makes $100,000 in a month, you can get $50,000 in a month, okay? Very simple, very straightforward. You can make a lot of money with this process. And with this particular client in this case study, that's basically what we did, right? We got them good results. We've just now been able to strike them on a deal for 50%. So once they hit $100,000 a month, we're getting $50,000 from this one creator, right? Meaning to hit $100,000, we only need 2 creators for this business model, right? Very simple, very straightforward, okay? So here's my next shameless plug for you guys. Like I mentioned, we just reopened our mentorship where we've helped a bunch of people just like you that are trying to start this business model, scale past $20,000 per month, right? So here's my irresistible offer to you, right? We're opening the mentorship for 5 people at the moment. We're probably going to take on more people in the future, but 5 people at the moment. And this is going to be our offer. It's a crazy irresistible offer that I don't think you'll be able to pass up. Honestly, we're going to guarantee you a creator deal worth $10,000 per month in 90 days or less, right? And we're going to do this without you having to send out a bunch of cold DMs to land your creator, and we'll even close the deal for you, okay? So if that interests you, go down to the description below and book a call, speak with our team, and we'll let you know if you're a good fit for this program. So yeah, no-brainer offer. Check out the description below. I'm going to be posting a bunch more content on this business model so you guys can actually implement these frameworks and get good results. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.